God says, "My child, you have just 15 seconds left. I beg you to listen this till the end. If you turn away, if you skip this, you risk losing not only me but my son Jesus. I am calling you, chosen one, and I am begging you with all urgency. Please do not scroll past this. No matter where you are, no matter how distracted or broken you feel, I am asking you now open your heart. This may be the most important thing you read. You are here for a reason. Do not silence the whisper in your spirit that says, "This is for me because it is." Please hear me and stay with these words. Mind feels tired and your heart feels unsure. I know how easy it is to scroll past things when life feels overwhelming, when you feel numb, or when you feel like nothing really matters anymore. But this moment is not random. Something deep inside you already knows that these words are meant for you, even if you cannot explain why. That small pull you feel in your chest, that quiet nudge telling you to keep reading, that is not an accident. That is me reaching out to you right now. Please comment, and right now if you feel even the tiniest pull inside your heart. You are not hearing this by accident. You didn't stumble into this moment. Heaven has directed your steps here. I have been watching over you, crying for you, fighting for you. You are mine. You belong to me. Even on the days you feel distant, even on the days you feel undeserving, even on the days you feel like you have failed too much, you are still mine. My love for you did not change when your choices did. My presence did not leave when your faith felt weak. But child, the enemy is trying to pull you away. He's using distraction, fear, pain, shame, anything to keep you from hearing this right now. He wants you tired, busy, overwhelmed, and doubting yourself. He wants you to believe that this is just another message, just another voice, just another moment that does not matter. But I need you to stay. I need you to listen. What I am speaking to you now is sacred, and it carries the power to change the direction of your life if you let it settle in your heart. If you walk away from this, you are walking away from something sacred, something life-changing. You are not just skipping a message. You are stepping away from my hand reaching to pull you out of the darkness. I am not saying this to scare you. I am saying this because I love you and I see the danger you cannot see. I see how close you are to giving up, how close you are to believing the lie that nothing will ever change. If you believe this was meant for you, please like this video just once. It helps you remember this moment. It keeps the message close. Sometimes you need a small action to remind yourself later that there was a time when hope reached out to you and you chose to listen. Let this be that moment. There is a reason you've been feeling heavy lately, a reason it's been harder to get out of bed, a reason you've been questioning if you're really loved, if you're seen, if you're still chosen. Those thoughts did not come from nowhere. They came from a long season of carrying more than you were meant to carry. You have been strong for so long that you forgot what it feels like to rest in my arms without fear. I see your tired spirit. I see you trying to smile in front of others while secretly carrying a storm in your soul. I see the way you say I'm fine, even when you are breaking inside. You've been strong for too long, but I didn't create you to survive this alone. You were never meant to carry this weight without me. You were created to walk with me, to lean on me, and to let me hold you when you are weak. I need you to know if you let this pass by, the enemy wins a little more ground in your life. Not because I stopped loving you, and not because I abandon you, but because the noise grows louder when you stop listening to my voice. Please comment 11 if you believe this is not random. Let that be your way of saying, I choose to pay attention. I choose to stay. The battle for your soul is real. You can feel it, can't you? That war inside you between hope and hopelessness, light and shadow, faith and fear. It is not your imagination. You are not broken for feeling this way. You are not weak because you struggle. This battle exists because you matter, because your life carries meaning, and because your future holds purpose. The darkness has been trying to surround you, but it cannot win. Not when you still have breath in your lungs, and not when my hand is still over your life. You are the one I have chosen. Even when you doubt it, you are the one Jesus died for. Even when you feel unworthy, my love for you is not fragile. It does not break when you break. It does not leave when you fall. It stays, it holds, and it waits for you to look up again. But listen, child, there is a cost to walking away from me right now. Not because I punish, but because the further you drift, the harder it becomes to hear my voice clearly, not because I leave you, but because the world becomes louder and your heart becomes tired. I am still speaking, I am still calling, but you have been surrounded by so much noise, so much pressure, and so many expectations. I need you to shut out everything else right now and lean in. Let this moment be quiet between us. This is holy ground. This is a moment of truth, not condemnation. I see you wondering if you're too far gone, if you've messed up too many times, if I'm still willing to take you back. Let me speak truth to that lie clearly and gently. I never let you go. You might have walked away, but I followed every step. When you cried silently in your car, I was there. When you stared at the ceiling at night, wondering if life was still worth living, I sat beside your bed. When you laughed just to hide the ache, I was the comfort you couldn't name. I have never been distant from you, not for a second, not even on your worst day. Comment 22 if you trust this isn't coincidence. The enemy knows what I've put inside you. That's why the attacks have been so constant. That's why life feels like it keeps hitting you from every direction. He is afraid of what happens when you fully remember who you are. He is terrified of the moment you realize that you are not ordinary and that your life carries my fingerprint. You carry my spirit. You walk with my favor even when it does not feel like it. You are wrapped in the same resurrection power that raised Jesus from the grave. You are not weak. You are not forgotten. You are not a mistake. You are deeply loved, intentionally created, and carefully protected. But I cannot force you to stay with me. I will not make you choose me. That is the sacred part of love. It must be chosen freely. So here I am, child, once again with open arms, pleading and asking you not to skip this moment. Do not let this be another almost moment. Do not let the lies win again. You know where those lies lead. They lead to more pain, more emptiness, and more regret. This time, let me in. Let me fight for you. Let me rebuild what has been broken. Let me heal what feels impossible to heal. Every day you wake up, there is a battle for your soul. But what you do not see is that I have already gone ahead of you. I have already sent help. I have already lined up miracles in places you have not reached yet. I have already prepared a table for you in the presence of every person, every spirit, and every memory that ever tried to destroy you. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not cursed. You are covered, protected, and chosen. What feels like delay is often preparation, and what feels like loss is often redirection. If your life feels like it's falling apart, I want you to understand this clearly. It is not falling apart. It is falling into place. The breaking you feel is the opening of old things that can no longer carry your future. I am not here to repair what was meant to end. I am here to make all things new. That is why things have been shaken. That is why some people had to leave. That is why the job ended. That is why the relationship could not stay. I am not punishing you. I am positioning you. Trust me, child, even when you do not understand the process. I know how tired you are. I know how much you have carried and how much you have endured in silence. People think you are strong because you smile through it all. But I see the moments when you break behind closed doors. I see the nights when your heart feels too heavy for your chest. I see the prayers you whisper when no one else is listening. You wonder if I hear them, if I care, if I will answer. I do. I always have. I never miss a single tear. Please comment 333 to declare your faith if you're still here with me. Let that be your reminder that you did not give up, that you stayed, and that you chose hope even when it felt hard. This moment isn't just another scroll or post or video. It's sacred. It's divine timing. I guided your steps here because I needed to remind you that I haven't left you. I haven't changed. My love did not decrease when you failed. My plans did not stop when you fell. You are still in my hands, and you are still part of the story. But if you turn away now, if you ignore this and forget it, the enemy will try harder to convince you that I was never here. That is the greatest lie of all. Do not let that lie take root in your heart. What if a quick 7-second brain ritual could truly wipe out your debt and fill your life with unstoppable abundance? A shocking CA leak has just revealed a 7-second ritual now helping ordinary people clear debt and attract unlimited wealth. Verified by 4 top neuroscience labs, this easy at-home method is turning financial problems into dream lifestyles. New homes, cars, vacations, it's all happening for real people. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are my beloved. You are the one I wept over, the one Jesus laid his life down for, not because you earned it, but because love does not wait for perfection. Love sees you at your lowest and says, "Still, I choose you." That is the kind of love I have for you, not the kind that leaves, not the kind that forgets, not the kind that depends on your behavior. Mine is the love that reaches into pits and lifts you out. The love that stays through storms, not just sunshine. The enemy wants you numb right now, distracted, doubtful, and busy. Because if he cannot destroy you, he will try to disconnect you from me, from truth, and from peace. But I am interrupting that right now. I am breaking through the noise. This is me calling your name again. You are not too far gone. You are not too messed up. You are not too late. You are right in the middle of the miracle. Comment 555. If you're receiving this in faith, know this deeply. You are not defined by the worst thing that ever happened to you. You are not your shame, your guilt, your failures, or your heartbreak. Those were chapters, not the whole book. And I, the author, still have many pages to write. There are pages of restoration, healing, joy, laughter, peace, and purpose ahead of you. But I can only keep writing if you keep walking with me. Do not close the book on your life because of one dark season. Stay. Let me show you what happens when light returns. My child, do not let bitterness take root in your heart. I know they hurt you. I know they walked away. I know they lied, used you, and left you. But what they did will not stop what I am about to do. Their rejection was not the end. It was redirection. I'm not restoring what you lost. I'm replacing it with better. What's coming is not equal to what was taken. It's more, pressed down, shaken together, running over. You've prayed for me to speak. Here I am speaking clearly. Do not give up. Not now. Not when you're this close. Don't let the voice of fear be louder than my promise. Yes, you feel surrounded, but I am surrounding what's surrounding you. The things that tried to bury you are the very things I'll use to grow you. What you thought was rejection was actually protection. What felt like loss was really guidance, even if it did not feel that way at the time. I know it hurt. I know it confused you. I know it made you question yourself and your worth. But I need you to understand this clearly. I did not allow those people to leave because you were not enough. I allowed them to leave because they could not go where I am taking you. I am not rebuilding what was broken. I am creating something better, something stronger, something that can hold the future I have prepared for you. What the enemy meant for evil, I'm turning it for good. Every tear you cried, every night you questioned yourself, every moment you felt overlooked or forgotten, none of it was wasted. You think I don't see the effort you're making. You think I don't notice how hard you are trying to stay hopeful when everything around you feels hopeless. But I see it all. I see the way you get up and keep going even when your heart feels heavy. I see how you show up when you would rather stay hidden. That quiet strength inside you, that persistence that refuses to quit, that is not small to me. It is faith. It is worship. And I honor faith. I move when you trust me, even if that trust feels weak, even if it's just a whisper, even if your voice shakes when you pray. I move. I respond. I work behind the scenes in ways you cannot see yet. You've been feeling the pressure lately because something is about to shift. Pressure often comes right before change. The greater the calling on your life, the greater the resistance you face. That is why it has felt so intense. That is why your heart has been under attack. The enemy is not after your comfort. He is after your destiny, but he cannot steal what I have sealed. He cannot cancel what I have anointed. You are mine. That seal does not break. No mistake, no delay, no season of doubt can remove my hand from your life. Please comment 1212 if you're holding on to hope with me, even if it feels hard, even if you feel tired, even if you are unsure how things will work out. Holding on still matters. Do not let the noise of this world convince you that I am silent. I speak in whispers, in gentle nudges, in moments of stillness. I speak through scripture, through quiet understanding, through sudden interruptions like this one. I have not stopped speaking. You have just been surrounded by too many voices, too many opinions, too many fears, too many distractions pulling your attention in every direction. Come away with me into the quiet. Come into the secret place where it is just you and me. I will remind you who you are there. You are not meant to blend in. You are not called to live like everyone else. You were set apart on purpose. That is why your life never looked like theirs. That is why certain things never worked out the way you planned. It was not because you failed. It was because I had something different prepared for you. Not lesser, not delayed, designed. You weren't rejected. You were redirected. And now you are stepping into alignment. You are stepping into clarity. You are stepping into what the enemy tried so hard to block. But listen to me clearly, child. There is a door in front of you right now, one that I have opened. The enemy is standing near it, whispering lies, trying to make you doubt, trying to make you hesitate. He wants you to believe you are not ready. He wants you to be afraid, but do not turn back. Walk through it. Even if your knees shake, even if your heart races, I go before you. I will not let you fall. You think you're about to lose everything, but the truth is you are about to gain everything that truly matters. You are about to step into peace, purpose, and freedom in ways you have never known before. Child, I know how hard it's been lately. I know the nights where you've stared at the ceiling, asking why things fall apart just when you start to believe again. I know the moments when your faith feels fragile, like it could break at any moment. I know the feeling of wondering if you are alone in this struggle, but listen to me now with your heart open. I have not abandoned you. I have not turned away from you. My silence is not absence. My delay is not denial. Sometimes the breaking you feel is the exact moment I am building something new inside you. I am strengthening you. I am deepening your roots. I am preparing you for what is coming. Comment 777 right now if you are choosing to believe again, even if belief feels hard. You are not here because of chance. I aligned this moment. I arranged the timing. I whispered to your spirit so you would stay and listen. This moment is holy. There are battles happening in places you cannot see right now. Battles over your peace. Battles over your future. Battles over your purpose. The enemy is pushing hard because you are close to something sacred. You have been feeling pressure because you are being pushed into promise. You are my warrior. You are not weak. You are not invisible. You are not forgotten. I have wrapped you in my strength. Even when you felt like collapsing, I covered you with grace. Even when you thought you failed me, you never fell out of my love. Even when you ran, I ran after you. Even when you doubted, I stayed near. That is who I am. I am faithful. When you are afraid, I am steady. When your world feels out of control, I remain constant. You think the pain disqualifies you, but it prepared you. You think your scars make you less worthy, but I see them as proof that you survived. Not only did you survive, but I am turning those scars into strength. I am turning your pain into purpose. I am turning your story into healing for others. The very thing that almost destroyed you is going to be what helps set someone else free. You have asked me to use you, and I am answering that prayer. It may not look how you imagined, but it is happening. Sometimes the path to purpose goes through pain first, but you are not stuck there. You are moving forward, and I am walking with you every step of the way. Please comment 999 if you know this message was meant for you. Do you know why the storm has lasted this long? Because the enemy knows what will happen when it passes. He knows your praise will be stronger. Your voice will carry weight. Your presence will bring change. He knows you will be unstoppable once you remember who you are in me. That is why he tried to silence you, But he forgot that my Spirit lives in you. You cannot shut down someone who has been sealed by heaven. You are not just another person moving through life. You are called. You are chosen. You are prepared. While others overlooked you, I was building you. While they doubted you, I was shaping you. And now the time has come. The shift has already begun. Doors are opening, but you must walk through them with faith, not fear. The blessing is not on the side of safety. It is on the side of surrender. This is your moment to stop hiding, to stop shrinking back into a version of yourself that I already freed. You keep trying to fit into places I already called you out of, and that is why you feel uncomfortable. That discomfort is not failure. It is growth. It is the sign that you are being called higher. Yes, it feels scary, but fear does not mean stop. It means breakthrough is near. You keep asking when it will happen, and I am telling you now. It begins the moment you believe, the moment you stop focusing on how big the mountain is and remember how much bigger I am. You are not doing this alone. Heaven stands with you. My angels surround you. My hand is upon you. You are covered by my promise and guided by my Spirit. Comment 10 if you feel something shifting in your heart right now. You do not need to beg me for what I have already promised. You do not need to earn what grace has already given. You just need to stay close, stay open, stay surrendered. Let me lead you. I know the way. Even when the road looks dark, I know where we are going. Even when the map feels empty, you are not lost. You are being guided step by step. I am not asking for perfect faith. I am asking for present faith. Faith that shows up even when it hurts. Faith that stays even when it is confused. Faith that whispers yes even without understanding. I move through that kind of faith. I heal through that kind of trust. So do not turn away now. Do not scroll past this moment. This is me reaching for you again, saying, come with me. I have more for you. I know the pressure feels heavy, but that pressure is producing something eternal, something no one can take from you. Child, hear this deep in your soul. You are not forgotten. I know it feels like your prayers go unanswered. I know you have waited longer than you expected. But I have not forgotten the promises I spoke over your life. I have been working quietly. Delays are not denials. They are protection. You asked me to open the right doors, and that meant I had to close the wrong ones. Please comment 777 if you are trusting me in the waiting. I know how heavy it has been. I know the unseen battles, but I also know what is coming. Stay close, stay alert, stay open. There is a moment coming sooner than you think when everything will change. The breaking point will become your breakthrough. The pain will become your platform. You keep asking when, but my timing is perfect. I love you too much to rush the process. Fire refines gold, and faith is refined the same way. I am shaping something strong within you. You asked for a sign, and here I am again, not with noise, but with this quiet voice that will not let you walk away. That's me. That's you. Father, that's the God who formed you, whispering, stay, listen, don't turn away, don't skip this. I'm not finished with you. Please comment 999 if this message is exactly what you needed to hear right now. My dear child, I want you to stop comparing your journey to anyone else's. The blessing I have planned for you does not look like the blessings others have received because you were made for something completely different. Your calling is unique and special just for you. I know you have been watching others, feeling like you are behind on your timeline, but behind whom and behind what? The path I have designed for you cannot be measured by the achievements or timelines of anyone else. You are not late, you are not failing. You are being refined and prepared in a way that only you need to be. And I am not just preparing the blessing for you, I am preparing you for the blessing. Do you understand what has been under attack the most in your life? It is your identity. The enemy knows that if he can make you forget who you really are, then you will forget the power you carry, the authority you have been given, and the inheritance that belongs to you. So he has been whispering lies into your heart, telling you that you are not enough, that you are broken beyond repair, that you are too late, or just too ordinary to be used for something great, but I created you in my image. I crowned you with purpose. I placed eternity in your heart. You are not weak. You are not forgotten. You are chosen by me. I want to remind you of something very important. I don't love a future version of you more than I love who you are right now. I am not waiting for you to be more holy, more disciplined, or more perfect before I love you. I love you right here, right now, in the middle of your mess, your struggles, and your doubts. Nothing can ever separate you from my love. Not your doubts, not your past mistakes, not your failures, nothing at all. Please comment 110 if you believe that I still love you completely, no matter what. I know you have been in survival mode, just trying to get through each day. But I want you to understand that I did not call you simply to survive. I called you to live fully, to walk in peace, joy, and purpose. And that kind of life isn't something you can create by fixing everything on your own. It comes through surrender. Let me carry the burdens that you have been holding alone. Let me be your strength when you feel like you have no strength left. You do not have to pretend with me anymore. I don't need you to put on a strong face or act like you have it all together. I just need you to be real with me. Come to me as you are, not as you think you should be. You have been strong for everyone else, carrying their needs, their problems, and their expectations. But now it's time for you to let me be strong for you. I want to remind you of something. Even Jesus wept. Even Jesus was betrayed and felt abandoned. You are not alone in your pain. Feeling hurt or sad does not make you weak or faithless. It makes you human. Your emotions do not make you less spiritual or less faithful. They show that you are real. I'm not asking you to fake joy or pretend you're okay. I want you to let me meet you right where you are in your sorrow and your pain and walk with you back into the light. There is nothing in your life that I would ever give up on. Not one part of your story is wasted. Even the hardest, ugliest, and messiest parts of your past, I can redeem and make beautiful. I will redeem it all. Nothing is too broken for me to fix. Nothing is too far gone for me to restore. What the enemy tried to destroy, I will rebuild stronger than before. What was stolen from you, I will bring back to you. But you have to stay with me. You have to choose me every single day, even when it is hard, even when you feel numb or tired, even when the world around you is loud and chaotic. You have to decide that you will trust me. Remember, even the smallest seed of faith can move mountains. Even one simple prayer can shake the gates of hell. Don't wait until you feel stronger or more ready. Come to me right now, just as you are. I will do the rest. This moment is your chance, your call to stay close to me. It is your wake-up call, your whisper from heaven in the middle of the chaos. I don't want you to go another day feeling unloved, unseen, or unworthy. That is not who you are. You are my beloved child. You are a warrior in my army. You are a vessel of my spirit. You are light in the darkness. Child, you need to hear this deeply right now. You are not under attack because you are weak. You are under attack because you are important, because you are chosen, and because you are anointed. If you were not a threat to the kingdom of darkness, the enemy would have left you alone a long time ago. But he knows your potential. He knows the calling on your life. That is why he has tried to distract you, delay you, and discourage you. But what he didn't expect is that you would still be standing. Please comment 1515 if you know you are still standing today only by my grace. The enemy wants you to believe that you are barely surviving, but I see you. I see how you are holding on when no one else notices the fight inside you. I see the quiet strength in your tears. I see the fierce faith that refuses to die. And I want you to know that every ounce of your pain is producing something eternal. What you are carrying is not wasted. Your struggles have a purpose. Your waiting is not in vain. All of it is part of something much greater than you can see right now. You have felt unseen, forgotten, and overlooked. You have been asking me, God, when will it be my turn? But I want you to know that I have not forgotten your name. I have not forgotten your dreams. I have not forgotten the things you whispered to me in the dark. I was there. I was listening. I have written every word, every tear, every moment in my book. Nothing you have been through is invisible to me. You are not invisible to me. You may feel like you have been walking through a wilderness season, a dry and lifeless place where nothing grows. But I want you to know that the wilderness is not punishment. It is preparation. It is where I train my strongest warriors. It is where I strip away everything holding you back. It is where I reveal myself to you the most. You are not being punished. You are being purified. I am getting you ready for the blessing, for the breakthrough, for the calling I have for you. Please comment 1717 if you understand that this wilderness is not the end of your story. Have you heard about the top secret ritual the government wants to keep hidden? Imagine if a simple 7-second ritual could clear your debts and draw wealth to you easily and effortlessly. A leaked CA report, confirmed by 4 leading neuroscience labs, shows that this is not just a myth. Struggling families are moving into dream homes with peace of mind, but the government might take this secret away any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears forever. I want you to remember this. When Jesus went into the wilderness, he came out filled with power. So will you. This season will not break you. It will make you stronger. It will not end you. It will raise you up. It will not leave you empty. It will fill you with my spirit, because I never let my children go through the fire without refining them. I never let pain go unredeemed. You have been praying for open doors. I am not just opening any door, I am opening the right door, the door that no one can close, the door that leads to purpose, not just comfort, the door that leads to destiny, not distraction. That is why I had to close some other doors first. That is why some opportunities didn't work out. That is why I would not let you settle for less. Because what I have for you is holy. It is not ordinary. It is not temporary. It is eternal. Child, I need you to stop apologizing for who you are. I made you exactly how I wanted you, with the fire in your heart, the compassion in your soul, the dreams in your spirit. Stop trying to shrink yourself to fit into places I never called you to. Stop trying to earn the approval of people who don't see the value I placed in you. You are not created to blend in. You were created to stand out for my glory. And no, you are not too broken. You are not too messed up. You are not too far behind. I specialize in redemption. I am not asking for your perfection. I am asking for your surrender. I will use your scars to heal others. I will use your past to set people free. I will use your weakness to show my strength. All I need is your yes, a real, raw yes. Even if your voice shakes, please comment Amen if you are giving me your yes today. You may think I only want the put-together version of you, but I want you just as you are, with your fears, your flaws, and your doubts. I want you in the mess. I want you right in the middle of the questions. I want you even when you don't have all the answers, because I never chose you for your perfection. I chose you because I love you just as you are. And listen closely, I still believe in you. When you stopped believing in yourself, I never stopped. When you gave up on your dream, I never gave up on you. When you said, I'm not enough, I said, you are exactly who I called. My plans for you have not changed, not because of your mistakes, not because of your failures. My grace was always part of the plan. My mercy rewrites your story. You might think you have missed your chance, that it is too late, that you should have been further by now. But I need you to know something powerful. I am the God who redeems time. I can restore years in moments. I can speed up what has been delayed. I can breathe life into what looked dead and bring it back to life. What you thought was over, I can bring back. What you thought was lost, I can return. Stay close to me, and I will guide you through. I will never leave you, not in the valleys, not in the fire, not in the silence, not in the chaos. My presence goes before you. My hand surrounds you. My spirit lives within you. You are not alone. Not now. Not ever, child. I am still holding you. Even when your faith feels small, even when your prayers feel empty, even when you feel like you have failed me, I am still here. My presence does not leave when you stumble. My love does not disappear when you grow tired. I am not like people who walk away when things get hard. I stay. I remain. I carry you when you cannot carry yourself. You don't have to have it all together to be loved by me. Please comment Amen if you believe I am still with you. You have been through things that should have crushed you. People might have understood if you gave up. They don't know how hard you have fought just to keep going. But I know. I have seen every silent battle you have faced. I have stood beside you in the darkest places. I have caught the tears you didn't even have strength to cry. And I didn't just watch from the sidelines, I fought for you. I have been protecting you from things you didn't even know were trying to destroy you. I have seen how life tried to harden your heart. I know how betrayal hurt. I know how the silence made you wonder if I was still near. I know how grief tried to bury you. I know the weight of shame you carried for the things you did and the things done to you. But none of those things define you. I do, and I say you are forgiven. You are clean. You are free. You are still mine. You have told yourself you are too broken to be used again, that the damage is too deep, that it is too late to turn back. But my grace is deeper than your wounds. I am the God who makes beauty from ashes. I am not waiting for you to fix yourself. I am waiting for you to trust me to heal you. There is no part of you I am afraid of. No sin is too heavy. No scar is too deep. I've seen everything you've been through, and even after all of that, I still choose you. I need you to leave a comment with 1111 if you truly believe that I still have a purpose and a plan for your life. I know you've been feeling stuck lately, like nothing in your life is actually moving forward, like you're just going around and around in circles without getting anywhere. But I really need you to understand something important. Just because things are still doesn't mean I'm not there. Sometimes I have to pause things in your life because I'm protecting you from something. Sometimes I make you wait because what's coming up ahead isn't ready for you yet. Or maybe it's because you're not ready for it yet. I'm not doing this to punish you or make you suffer. I'm doing this to prepare you for what's coming. What you're seeing as a delay or a setback, I'm seeing as a time of divine development and growth. Don't make the mistake of thinking that quiet seasons in your life mean you've been forgotten. Why is this 7-second CA ritual spreading everywhere so fast? New CA leaks have revealed a powerful brain ritual that triggers instant wealth flow. This 7-second technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly changing lives. From crushing debt to dream vacations, this could be your shortcut to abundance. If you're seeing this, you're lucky the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There are certain blessings in life that require a strong foundation before they can come to you. If I were to give you everything you're asking for right now, at this very moment, it might actually crush you under the weight of it all. So instead, I've been working on building up your character, making your roots stronger and deeper, and teaching you how to trust me even when you can't see any signs or evidence that things are working out. Because when the blessing finally comes, and I promise you it will come, I want you to be able to carry it with wisdom and confidence, not with fear and anxiety. I want you to know deep in your heart that it was me who gave it to you, so that you'll never put your identity and worth in what you received, but instead in the one who gave it to you, which is me. You've been praying and praying for a breakthrough in your life, but the first breakthrough that needs to happen is actually in your mind and your way of thinking. I want to set you free from fear, from the lies you've believed, from hating yourself, from the shame you carry, and from the belief that you are less than who I say you are. That's where the real war is happening. And it's finally time for you to win it, not by trying harder or striving more, but by surrendering yourself more deeply to me. Let me completely transform the way you see yourself. Let me show you who you really are in my eyes. Please leave a comment with 222 if you're ready to be set free from whatever has been holding you back and keeping you down. And I need you to understand something else that's really important. Your pain and suffering has not been pointless or meaningless. Every wound you've received, every loss you've experienced, every heartbreak you've gone through, I'm going to use all of it for something good. I don't waste anything that happens in your life. I will take what the enemy meant to use for harm and destruction, and I will turn it around for good and for your benefit. That doesn't mean that I caused those bad things to happen to you. It means that I will not let those things destroy you or define you. You may carry the scars from what you've been through, but you will also carry the strength that came from surviving it all. That strength you've gained will become a testimony for others, a light in the darkness, and a weapon against the enemy. I didn't call you to live your life in fear and anxiety. I didn't create you to walk around in shame all the time. I didn't design you for small, fearful living that plays it safe. You were made in my image and likeness. You were made to walk boldly through life, to love other people fiercely, to shine brightly in the darkness, and to break chains, starting with the chains that have tried to wrap themselves around your own heart. You are not here on this earth by accident or by chance. You are here for such a time as this, for this specific moment in history. I see you sitting there thinking that your mistakes have disqualified you from being used by me. But I want to tell you something really important. Every single person I've ever used in history has failed at some point. Moses doubted my plans. David fell into terrible sin. Peter denied even knowing me. Paul persecuted my people. Yet I used every single one of them in powerful ways. Not because they were perfect people, but because they were willing to be used by me. And I can use you too, just like I used them. Even right now, especially right now in this season you're in, because your humility, your willingness to surrender, and your brokenness are the very things that I can build something beautiful on. And I want you to know that I'm not done building in your life. I'm just getting started with what I have planned for you. I need you to keep showing up every single day. Even when it's really hard and you don't feel like it, keep praying to me. Even when it feels dry and empty and you're not hearing anything, keep believing in me and my promises. Even when everything around you and everyone in your life is telling you not to keep going, this is exactly where your faith grows stronger, not in the blessing itself, but in the waiting for it, not in seeing the miracle happen, but in the silence that comes before it. This time you're in right now is holy ground. This is the part where it hurts the most, but it's also the part where I draw closest to you. Stay with me through this, not because you understand everything that's happening, but because you trust that I do understand it all. Not because it's easy to do, but because it's worth it in the end. Keep your eyes focused on me, and I'll walk you through the fire, through the valley, and through the storm that you're facing. You will not be consumed by what you're going through. You will not be destroyed by this season. You will come out on the other side stronger, wiser, and more free than you've ever been in your entire life. My child, I'm still speaking to you. I've never gone completely silent on you, even though it may have felt that way. You may not have heard me clearly because the noise around you in your life grew louder and louder. But I've been whispering to you in the moments you least expected to hear from me, in the quiet moments in your heart, in the spaces between your anxious thoughts, in the tears that you cried when you thought no one saw them. I was there in all of those moments. I am here with you right now. And I'm not going anywhere, no matter what happens. Please leave a comment with 333 if you believe that I never left your side through any of this. There have been so many things trying to break you down, and I've seen every single one of them. The doubts that crept into your mind at night when you couldn't sleep. The fear that made your chest feel heavy and tight. The loneliness that wrapped itself around your mind like a blanket. But none of what you're facing is greater than me and my power. You are not going to be swallowed up by this situation. You are not going to be defeated by what you're facing. This is not the end of your story, not even close. It's actually the beginning of something sacred and beautiful. You've been stuck in the middle for so long, between the promise I gave you and the fulfillment of it, between your prayers and the answers to them, between the pain you feel and the peace you're longing for. And I know that the middle is the hardest place to be. I know it makes you want to just give up completely, but please don't give up now. You're closer to the breakthrough than you think you are. I have not brought you this far in your journey just to leave you here in the middle of it all. What's coming for you is worth every single step it's taken to get to this point. And my child, you are not walking through this alone, even when it feels like you are. I've been working on softening your heart, not because you were wrong to feel the pain you felt, but because I want to heal the places deep inside where bitterness tried to take root and grow. I want you to be completely free from what's holding you back. I want you to be whole and complete. I want you to be able to love other people without fear again, to hope without holding anything back, and to believe again fully and fiercely like the child I originally created you to be. It's safe now for you to open your heart. You can trust me again with everything. Please leave a comment with 1212 if you're ready to trust me again with your whole heart. And I know that trust is really hard when you've been let down so many times before. When people walked away from you and abandoned you, when you prayed for things and didn't see what you were hoping for happen. But my love is not like their love. My plans are not empty promises. My promises do not fail like human promises do. I know that it hurt you deeply. I know that you're still healing from those wounds, but I'm not afraid of your wounds or your brokenness. I'm not ashamed of the journey you've been on. I want to walk with you through every part of it. Every single step you take, every crack in your heart, every question you have. I'm not waiting for you to get stronger before I show up. I'm stepping right into your weakness right now. I'm not waiting for you to be a better person. I'm showing up right in the middle of your brokenness. You think that faith means having all the answers to every question. But real faith is actually trusting me when you don't have any answers, when it still hurts, when nothing makes sense, when your hands are trembling and shaking, but you lift them up to me anyway. That's what real faith looks like, and I honor that kind of faith. Could the CAA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into fortune? A covert CAA finding exposes a strange 7-second ritual that activates money, attracting brain waves on autopilot. Supported by science and 4 elite labs, this home ritual is turning struggling people into dream lifestyle owners. But this page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted from the internet forever. There are areas and places in your life that are about to shift and change. Things that you thought were completely over are going to bloom and come alive again. Opportunities that you thought you had missed forever will come back around to you again. Doors that you stopped praying for because you gave up hope will suddenly open wide for you. But don't chase after the blessing with all your effort. Just stay close to me, and the blessing will follow you naturally. You don't have to force anything to happen when you're walking with the one who holds everything in his hands. Please leave a comment with 555 if you're ready for me to restore everything that was lost in your life. You've been carrying so much weight in your heart for so long, so many questions that you don't have answers to, so much pressure to be okay and fine when you're really not. But you don't have to carry all of this alone anymore. You never did have to carry it alone in the first place. I'm inviting you right now to lay it all down at my feet. All of it, every single piece. The shame you feel, the pain you carry, the pretending you do every day, the constant trying to be good enough. I don't need you to perform for me or put on a show. I want your presence and your real self. I just want you exactly as you are right now, with nothing added or taken away. The enemy wants to keep you feeling heavy, distracted from what matters, and discouraged about everything. Because if you truly knew who you really were in my eyes, you would rise up. You would fight back. You would speak truth. You would break chains, both your own chains and the chains on other people. That's exactly why the enemy has tried so hard to make you feel small and insignificant. But you're not small at all. You're incredibly powerful. You are completely full of light. You carry my presence inside of you wherever you go. And everywhere you go, darkness has to flee and run away. I've placed something inside of you that cannot be stolen from you. Not by fear, not by failure, not by the opinions of other people about you. The world didn't give this gift to you, and the world cannot take it away from you either. But you do have to protect it, guard it carefully, and feed it with truth. Don't let the wrong voices shape your identity and who you think you are. Don't let the world define what only I have the right to name and declare over you. You are not who they said you are in their judgments. You are who I say you are. You are deeply loved. You are completely redeemed. You are more than enough exactly as you are. You've been asking me if I still have plans for your life and for your future. My answer to you is yes, absolutely yes. 1,000 times yes to that question. And not just average, ordinary plans either. Good plans that are full of peace, full of purpose and meaning. Plans that give your pain meaning and significance. Plans that make all the pieces of your life come together in ways you never saw coming or could have imagined. I'm writing a story with your life that you wouldn't even believe if I showed you the whole picture right now. So please don't give up in the middle of the story. Don't let the weight of today blind you to the promise of what tomorrow holds. Don't let your past speak louder in your mind than my future for you. What I've begun in your life, I will finish completely, and I always finish things well and beautifully. My child, you are not running out of time like you think you are. You are actually running right into my perfect timing for your life. I know that your heart feels pressed and pressured. I know that the waiting feels endless and like it will never end. But what you don't see with your eyes is what I've already put in motion behind the scenes. You've been praying and praying for a breakthrough to come, and while you've been waiting and wondering, I've been preparing everything. The blessing is not delayed or late. It's right on time according to my schedule. I'm never late, even a single moment. Even when your emotions are screaming at you that I am late and have forgotten you. Please leave a comment with Amen. If you're choosing to trust my timing even when it doesn't make sense. I know that you've been watching others get ahead of you. I know it feels like they're living the exact life that you've been praying for and asking me for. But my child, comparison is a thief that will steal from you. Don't let it steal your peace of mind. Don't let it poison your process and your journey. What I'm doing in you and through you is not second best to anyone else. It's not leftover scraps. It's not less than what others have. It's specifically yours, designed just for you. And because it's from me and my hand, it will be good, it will be full, and it will be overflowing with blessings. You're not forgotten in the crowd. You're being carefully formed and shaped. You've been carrying silent grief inside, mourning and grieving the things you didn't even get to speak out loud to anyone, the dreams that faded away quietly without fanfare, the hopes that you buried deep because you were too afraid to be disappointed again if you kept hoping. But I see all of it, every single thing, and I grieve together with you over those losses. I don't dismiss your sorrow or tell you to just get over it. I meet you right in the middle of it, but I also want you to know this truth. Those things you lost are not the end of everything. They were not wasted or meaningless. I am a God of resurrection and bringing dead things back to life. If something died in your life, I have the power to breathe life into it again and make it live. And if I choose not to bring that specific thing back, it's only because I have something even greater planned for you. There is a promise over your life that hell itself has been trying to silence and shut down. That's exactly why all the attacks came against you. That's why your spirit has felt like it's under so much pressure lately. The enemy doesn't waste his bullets and ammunition on people who aren't carrying glory and purpose. But he cannot and will not stop what I've sealed and marked over your life. You are not just going through something difficult right now. You are growing through something that's shaping you, and that growth is painful. There's no denying that, but it's absolutely necessary for what's ahead. I am stretching your faith to new levels, deepening your roots so they go down further, and building endurance in you, because what's coming ahead will require all of it. Please leave a comment with 1010 if you believe that something greater is coming your way soon. You've asked me directly, God, are you even hearing me when I pray? And I want you to know this with certainty. I've heard every single whisper you've made, every cry that came from your heart, every word you couldn't even say out loud because it hurt too much. I've heard you when you said, I'm so tired and I can't do this anymore. When you said, I don't know what to do or which way to turn. When you said, please don't let go of me, I need you. I didn't just hear your words. I moved on your behalf because of them. Even when you couldn't feel me doing anything, I was working in the background, and I'm still working right now behind the scenes, in the places you can't see, in areas you haven't even thought to pray about yet. My hand is on your life and guiding you. My spirit is living inside you and empowering you. My angels completely surround you for protection. You are not abandoned or alone. You are not walking through this life by yourself. Every single step you've taken on this journey, I've been right there with you. Every tear you've cried, I've counted every one and kept track. Every ounce of pain you've felt, I've held in my own heart. That's how much I care about you and what you're going through. There's something you really need to hear right now, and I want you to let this truth sink deep down into your heart. I have not changed my mind about you, not even a little bit. Even if other people gave up on you and walked away, even if you gave up on yourself and stopped believing, my plans for you are still good and still in place. My hand is still extended out to you. My love is still covering you completely. You don't have to try to earn it back from me. You never actually lost it in the first place. I still choose you today, not because you're a perfect person, but because you're mine and you belong to me. Please leave a comment with 999 if you know deep down that I've never changed my mind about you. Could a hidden CA discovery explain why so many are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CA research has now come to light, revealing a brain-hacking ritual that draws in wealth like magic. It only takes 7 seconds. You can do it at home, and it's supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are ditching debt and living in luxury right now. But this information won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted. I am the God who parts seas and makes a way through the waters, who brings water flowing from rocks in the desert, who raises the dead back to life, who speaks words and entire galaxies form and come into existence. And that same exact power is at work in your life right now. I know you feel like what you're carrying on your shoulders is too heavy for you to bear, but the truth is that I am carrying you through it. I am your strength when you have none left. You do not walk this road alone, and you never will walk it alone. I go before you to prepare the way. I stand behind you to protect your back. I walk right beside you as your companion. You are not created by me to just exist and survive day to day. You were created to live fully, boldly, and freely in every way. And I'm calling you out of mere survival mode and into supernatural life with me. I'm calling you out of living in fear and into living by faith, out of feeling numb to everything and into feeling the fire of purpose again. There's more inside of you than what you've seen so far, more than you've known about yourself. But to unlock all of it, you have to stay close to me at all times, Stay rooted deeply in me, and stay surrendered to my will. You don't need to have every single thing figured out perfectly. You just need to stay connected to me, stay connected to who you are, stay honest with yourself and with me, and stay open to what I want to do. Because what I do next in your life won't require your perfection or flawlessness. It will require your obedience to my voice, your yes to my call, even if it's a trembling and shaky yes. I can do so much more with your surrender to me than I can with all your striving and effort. You don't need to prove a single thing to me or show me how good you are. Just give me your heart and let me work. The world around you has been so loud lately, loud with fear and anxiety, loud with lies and deception, loud with confusion about everything. But I am the still small voice that's calling you back to peace, to rest, and to me. Turn your ear back toward me, and I will remind you of who you truly are. Turn your eyes back to focus on me, and I'll show you where we're going together. You don't need to be afraid of what's coming next in your life. I've already been there ahead of you, and I can tell you that it's good. My child, listen very closely to what I'm saying. You are stepping into a season where you will finally see and understand why you had to wait so long, why everything was so heavy and hard, and why I didn't let certain things work out the way you wanted them to. You've been walking through days that felt like violent storms, nights that felt endless like they would never end, and moments when you honestly didn't know if you could keep going one more step. But right now, a shift is coming your way. Heaven has not been silent about your situation. I've been setting things in order behind the scenes, and it's almost time for you to see with your own eyes what I've been preparing for you in the dark seasons. Please leave a comment with 777 if you're ready for that shift to happen in your life. The pain you've been through wasn't wasted time or meaningless suffering. It grew something deep inside you that wasn't there before. Resilience that can't be shaken, strength that endures, and dependence on me that's unbreakable. And very soon, what you've been carrying in tears and sadness, you'll carry as a testimony of victory. You'll walk into rooms with a peace that doesn't make any sense to people. You'll speak with an authority that hell itself cannot deny or argue with. The oil that's on your life was pressed out through pain and pressure, but now I'm going to use it to anoint every step you take forward from here. You will not walk into this next season of your life as the same person you are now. You will walk into it in power and confidence. I know exactly what they said about you behind your back. I know what life tried to convince you of about yourself. That you're not worthy of good things, that you're not chosen for anything special, that you've missed your moment and your time has passed. But that's not my voice speaking those lies. That's not the truth about you. What I say over you is greater than anything else, and I say that you are called for a purpose. You are deeply loved by me, and you are still right on time for everything I have planned. The promise I made to you hasn't expired or run out. Your name is still written on what I have prepared specifically for you. You are not overlooked in the crowd. I don't need the world to notice you or validate you for me to bless you abundantly. I've already approved you. I've already selected and chosen you for this. You don't need their stage or their platform to fulfill your purpose. You need only me and my presence. Stay connected to my presence, and I will open doors for you that you didn't even know existed. Stay faithful in the unseen times when no one is watching, and I will reward you openly in the light where everyone can see. What I do for you will be undeniable to everyone. It won't need any defending or explaining. It will be clearly divine and from my hand. Please leave a comment with 11 if you believe that your name is still on the promise I made. And my child, I know that you've been trying so hard to stay strong for everyone, trying to hold it all together for everyone around you who needs you. But I see the tears behind your smile that you hide. I see the weight on your shoulders that you carry silently, and I want you to know that it's completely okay to fall apart with me. You don't have to perform or put on a show for me. You don't have to pretend that everything is fine when it's not. Just come to me as you are. Let the walls fall down. Let me all the way in. I'm not afraid of your mess or your brokenness. I can handle your anger when you're upset, your confusion when nothing makes sense, and your disappointment when things don't go as planned. Bring all of it to me, every piece. I would rather have your honest pain and raw emotions than your forced praise and fake happiness. I'm not asking you to be perfect or to have it all together. I'm asking you to be real and authentic with me. Let me touch the places you've been hiding from everyone. Let me heal the parts of you that you've tried to ignore and push down. I can't fix what you pretend isn't broken inside you, but if you open your heart fully to me, I'll make all things new in your life. You've grown tired and weary in all the waiting you've been doing. I know that, I see it, but don't confuse waiting with wasting your time. What looks like a pause or delay is actually preparation happening. I'm building endurance in you that will last, stretching your faith to reach further, and teaching you to hear my voice more clearly than ever before. The weight you're carrying is not punishment from me for something you did wrong. It's actually protection for you. What's ahead of you requires deeper roots to sustain you, and I'm making absolutely sure that you're ready for it all. Please leave a comment with 22 if you're ready to stop pretending and let me all the way in. The enemy has been trying to wear you down and exhaust you, to convince you that nothing's actually changing in your situation, but he's a liar and the father of lies. The pressure you've been feeling is not a sign that I've left you alone. It's actually a sign that something powerful is about to be birthed in your life. And birthing anything is never easy or comfortable. It's painful and intense. It's stretching you beyond what you thought possible. It makes you feel like you're breaking apart completely. But you're not breaking at all. You're becoming who you were meant to be. And when this new season finally arrives in your life, you'll understand completely why the fight was so fierce and so personal. There's a deep calling on your life that's bigger than you realize. That's exactly why the shaking has been so real and intense. That's why the trials you've faced have felt so personal and targeted. Because the enemy doesn't fight against what isn't valuable or threatening to him. He attacks what threatens his kingdom and his work. And you, my precious child, are a massive threat to darkness and evil. You carry light wherever you go. You carry truth in your words. You carry a voice that shifts atmospheres when you speak. And hell has been trying to silence you for far too long already. But not anymore. That season is over. I'm raising you up to a new level, not because of who you are in the world's eyes or what they think of you, but because of who you are in my eyes, not because of what you've done or accomplished, but because of what I've placed inside of you. And it's finally time for you to walk in it fully. It's time for you to stop shrinking back, time to stop apologizing for your calling and your purpose. You were never meant to be hidden in the shadows. You are meant to shine brightly for all to see. Why are so many claiming this CA ritual changed their life in just 7 seconds? This leaked CA ritual is the real deal, and it's potent. A 7-second brainwave hack backed by 4 neuroscience labs is helping regular people leap from broke to abundant. Dream homes, cars, trips, it's all within reach. But this video could disappear any time from the internet. So click the link in the description and comments now to see it before it's gone forever. I will open the right doors for you at the right time. I will close the wrong ones that aren't for you. I will give you discernment to know the difference. I will give you peace that surpasses understanding. You don't have to chase after things, strive endlessly, or beg for what you need. Just trust me completely. Just rest in my presence. Just stay close to me every day. I'm not finished with what I'm doing in your life. I'm just beginning the best parts. Please leave a comment with a men. If you believe that I've always been with you through everything, there were times in your past when you could have walked away from me completely. Times when you could have given up on everything and everyone. But something inside you kept holding on when you had no strength left. That wasn't just your own strength or willpower. It was me and my spirit in you whispering words of life, saying, "Don't quit now. I'm not finished."